Galaxy of Terror.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Why are we here?
York.
Oh, that was that bar. Okay.
Yes.
I thought we had left that bar to go to a different bar.
Mm.
Did you know that smoking's bad for you, York?
Smoking's really hard to do in pouring rain.
I won't. Don't worry.
You know wet cigarettes stink badly? Don't put it back in the pack. That's gross.
No, he's got a little salt shaker that he puts them in when he's done them.
Yeah?
Yeah. Doesn't really seem to make sense, but...
Still, a wet, used cigarette is not a thing to keep.
Emily, you got a... you got a hot butt like a lit cigarette.
It's terrible.
It's an M&M line.
Ugh. Legend Worm. That's the name of my penis now.
What do you
The
mean
other bar.
now?
I changed it on a 3-day cycle for security purposes.
Whoa, this is... Where... I don't even know what this bar... Oh, this is Quint's bar?
Yeah, it's the one with the dartboards.
Sally. Sally. So do you think they recorded those lines? Because there are some lines that just come through as text that are really long and really, like, meaningful, like, more so than some of the ones that we get voice for. So I'm wondering, did they record all those? And then they were like, shit, you know, at some point they were just like, we can't fit all of this onto one disc. We're just going to have to choose some shit that doesn't make it, you know?
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe just like, that was... We did not get a good take of that one.
Yeah. And it's not worth... I don't know if that would be considered ADR at that point. It's not worth re-recording.
Yeah. Or, you know, I mean, maybe just simply as they were assembling all the elements of the game, they realized there were some pieces missing. And so they snuck them in as bits of dialogue. Just like the Berlin Wall. No, it didn't take years to crumble. It came down pretty quick, actually.
I was going to say,
People keep saying stupid things.
yeah.
You see what he did with his rake?
Just kind of disappeared, right?
Yep.
Oh my god, FK, stop.
Get out of my face! See, that at least is placed where the player initiated the conversation, so that makes some sense. It's not a full cutscene. Q to B. New cocktail.
Quint to Becky?
Yeah, so he memorialized her with a martini.
Yeah, take the Q to B. Oh yeah, it's got a roofie in it. What? That's weird.
It's gin, rohypnol, and semen.
Oh. Semen gets added at the end.
Well, you gotta add it at the end.
Right.
With a special shaker. Ooh, eyes. Ooh, catfish.
Yep, or
fleshlight with barbels. That's the name of the mustache things. Barbels.
Marbles.
Barble.
Or
just
pre-filled fleshlight.
Mm-hmm. Now what are you gonna do, York? I have some more. What are we doing next? Oh, there's no limit. He has nothing specific to do at the moment.
Or he has to do one thing right at midnight.
Right at midnight. I don't know what he's supposed to be doing right now.
Oh, going back to the hotel, and then we're gonna go through we're gonna do another typing thing, I bet.
Oh.
pretty sure that at some point in there, because like that was the choice with George, right? Either go get a drink with him or just go back to the hotel. So I think it's like we're supposed to go to the hotel and then we do a typing thing. But he's like, fuck that! I need to clean my clothes. I need to clean the shit out of my clothes. Yeah, and sleep for like 7 days straight. Maybe buy a car.
Notice how he specifically doesn't go to the hotel, because that would trigger the next thing.
Right.
It's so weird. I kept expecting a dream sequence. If I were making it, there'd be a dream sequence from time to time. Like, just by random chance.
Maybe... I don't know, maybe you can get a fucking narcolepsy badge or something?
Maybe. That's a big check. Or a flashlight.
Alright, come on. Come on.
I noticed on the Patreon announcement of our series today, it mentioned that we adult content. So I feel like I should say boobies more often or something.
It's the HBO version of adult content. We could also, you know, like, life is just a slow descent towards death.
Bleak Outlook gets an M rating.
God, remember back in the day, just like if like a dude held another dude's hand, that was like mature rating, you know?
Mm-hmm. People are trying to return to that regularly. The publishing industry still does that sometimes. Books will get listed as mature for really casual queer content.
What's the, like, how does a book get listed as mature?
In the catalog. So when bookstores and libraries go to find books, they're listed with a brief description, and often with a rating.
I see.
Do you think he... You know, Diane?
The evidence at the scene would suggest so. But this third party who knocked him out makes things more complicated.
Mama said knock you out.
Don't call it a comeback.
And of course, bookstores can
What's the matter?
Specifically take things like young adult books with some gay content. We'll take them out of the young adult section.
This tastes different.
Like there's no sex happening, they're just dating.
Uh-oh, Thomas, what did you do wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got the mustard and peanut butter mixed up.
Yeah, that happens normally.
Thomas, you having a bad day? That's not like you.
You've been working just
So
as
what
hard
kind
as
of
us
sandwich
recently.
was it supposed to be? A peanut butter jelly sandwich or something
Not
with
really.
mustard sandwich?
Please, I'll make these over.
What? Why? It doesn't taste bad. In fact, it tastes pretty good to me.
You're a freak.
Thomas is gonna hurl.
He's still got full health or full food.
I always found it so fascinating that, like, as a kid, I could go into, you know, go into a Walmart and, okay, we are just chilling at the fucking station here. I could go into Walmart and they would not sell uncensored albums. You know, they would only sell their censored versions of albums.
Right.
Yet, I could go to the book section and buy a Stephen King book. Like, I remember I got Needful Things from a Walmart, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, there's like a graphic scene of a guy, like, using his thumb to finger his wife at one point, and I'm like, how is it that I can buy this and read this? Nobody cares that I'm, like, 12 or whatever. Yet...
The publishing industry has no standardized rating system. Yeah.
Yet I can't hear Ice-T say, fuck the police, you know?
Right. As many have commented, you can't hear Ice-T say "fuck the police," but you can buy rifles.
Sure, but I think that's kind of a different argument. You know what I mean? Like the book, like literally, the book could list the lyrics to "fuck the police."
Yes.
And you could buy them, but
Yeah, if the publishing companies ever agreed on a parental warning system, then I imagine Walmart would do the same as they do with music, just not carry things with a mature rating. But a lot of people think that a rating system for books is a bad idea.
Well, that's probably a bad idea for music as well. But
Yeah, I mean, I understand it. And sort of as with movies, having a rating system sort of allows you to go harder because you got the warning on it. But like with movies, it will tend to ghettoize certain kinds of material.
Yeah.
So
Like hardcore
I don't know.
porn.
Well, yes, and like the run of horror movies that weren't willing to go hard R.
Yeah.
They tried for PG-13 because for marketing purposes they felt it was better to have that rating.
That, plus I think the success of Sixth Sense and The Ring right together really made people be like, oh, fucking PG-13 horror's where it's at.
No, it's just possible.
Yeah.
It's not where it's at. It's just possible.
What's frustrating
It's
is
good to know
all
it's possible.
those movies that you could tell were edited down, you know?
Yes.
And it's like, oh, this might have been a fun gore fest, but it's a terrible movie.
And the rating system is so arbitrary.
Right.
You know, there'll be a movie full of just huge amounts of gore and one nipple, and the MPAA goes, nope, that's an R.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cover the nipple, and it'll say fuck 2 times less and add 1 more disembodied eyeball.
Yeah.
Good? Good. You know?
The, oh, we're gonna, shit. Go back inside or you're gonna get fucked with a hellhound here.
Oh, damn it. I kind of want him to mess with the hellhound.
Like, I know that Lloyd Kaufman of Troma has had so many issues with this. Like, when they made their movie Troma's War, which was meant to be kind of a almost, like, I guess more not a parody, but more kind of a pastiche of, this is the hotel, we're going to start our thing, I guess. Almost a pastiche of, like, Rambo-style movies. They literally went through, was it The Killer or one of the Rambo movies, like one of the most violent movies they could, counted how many gunshot squibs there were, and they were like, okay, we can't go over that. And then they still had to fight with the ratings board because they immediately wanted to do NC-17 or X or whatever it was at the time, you know?
Because Troma has a different amount of cachet with the MPAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only are they arbitrary, they refuse to post any rules.
Right.
They won't share any rules, because then they would be beholden to them.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to know who they are.
Yeah.
It's not a good system.
I thought it was interesting with From Dusk Till Dawn, Robert Rodriguez got asked, you know, how much did you have to cut out? Because there's so much gore in this. Like, how much did you have to cut out to get this to an R rating? And he's like, this is the original cut. The MPAA got what we were going for, and they were fine with it.
Lucky.
Yeah.
And the MPA is notoriously homophobic. They and are also quite a bit sexist. Like, the exact same event, if it's 2 men, will get a higher rating than if it's a man and a woman. The exact same event, if it's a woman, will get a higher rating than if a man is doing it, like masturbating, for example.
I know that
it's unfortunate.
I know that Joel Schumacher in the 8mm credits said that, like, or a commentary, in the 8mm commentary, they actually have a scene where they have full frontal male nudity, and he's like, this is the hardest thing to get into an R-rated movie ever, you know?
Yeah, because its default is male gaze.
Yeah.
Gaze, not gays.
Yeah.
Good job, all the way down. Cason's statement came out as follows. That's awkward He and
phrasing.
Diane were in a physical relationship.
They were boinking.
That's why he visited the gallery.
For boinking.
The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up.
This is our adult content here, boinking.
In the basement.
Yep. Boink is one of my favorite euphemisms for sex because it actually has a known point of origin, unlike so many bits of slang.
Interesting.
The old TV show Moonlighting. They invented it just as a nonsense sounding word, specifically to ease past the censors.
Huh. That's kind of amusing.
That was where Bruce Willis got his start.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I loved Moonlighting as a kid. That last episode, as someone who loves like fourth wall breaking and finds it awesome, like that was such a great. The best part was one of the characters dies, and they're like, he just ran out of lines.
Yeah.
Me too.
It was a good show.
Russia sent in a report too.
You never, from watching that, would expect Bruce Willis to take his career to take the direction it did.
Yeah.
And is it, what, Sybil something? Sybil Shepherd?
Right.
Right.
There's the rocket.
The quintessential will they, won't they
Yeah. And then, of course, that last season, because the penultimate season, they went ahead and let them get together, and then that last season, they just lost all their viewers.
I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
And also, very early in the career for Curtis Armstrong, one of my favorite character actors.
Booger.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out?
That was a little weird.
I was bored.
Surprised. It's the end of a monarchy.
This whole king analogy you've been doing since the beginning, just I don't buy it.
Yeah. Wonder if it was some sort of like feudal lord thing in the original version of the name.
Maybe.
Yeah, I tried watching Moonlighting again a few years back, and why are you still in that dress?
Emily?
And
what's going on?
what's going on? 4:30.
I couldn't sleep.
That's
so
weird, Emily.
I was drinking alone.
Where the hell was I going? Oh yeah. I tried watching Moonlighting again.
My mother was very kind.
And it just didn't age well, I didn't think.
She always smiled so brightly.
I'm not surprised,
Cakes,
really.
Cookies every day.
And if nothing else, their fashion
She'd
was
say that I
very
needed
dated,
sugar
very
because I
80s.
spent so much time thinking.
Very shoulder pads on the women.
Also,
My
it
father was
just,
always quiet.
if I recall correctly, and it's been a
He was a
while, so
federal
maybe I'm
agent.
thinking of it wrong, but I think, like, a lot of the Bruce Willis character, like, it was,
The only
like,
words he ever had for me
supposed to
were
be he's the kind of maverick Han Solo-y character, and
Yeah,
instead he
good
just came off as, like, an
imagination.
asshole and kind of
I remember
rapey.
he once said this to me.
Yeah.
There are plenty of crazy
interesting.
things in this world.
He's very, the character's very smirking, and normally I hate
job
that,
to
but I
accept
liked
that.
that then.
One day you'll understand what I'm saying.
But I haven't tried to rewatch it, because it,
Found out later that
to be honest, I remember it fondly, but it's not a show that I feel like revisiting is going to be good for me.
The same job that he did.
Like MASH and
Like
Cheers, I
father,
loved
like
both
son.
of them, but
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I was
watch reruns of MASH with my
Mind if
dad.
it's something
I was a Cheers Volume
personal?
2 fan. Okay, wait.
away.
Okay, they're going personal here. Let's hear how this is going. Where's this
Who's
going?
Zach?
Oh yeah, she wanted to know about us.
Zach is a friend of mine.
It's me, it's
That's
me.
a pretty
That is-
risque
So you
picture
have
behind
friends.
him for this fucking
I was
hotel.
gonna say, that is fully naked, isn't it?
He's my only
Looks
friend.
it.
He's a little glowing friend.
What kind of person is he then?